All right, we're about to get underway here with number 2 singles action at the Winona Tennis Center, Lake City and Cotter. Boys tennis, Landon Burris for Lake City, CeeJay Schaffner for Cotter. Schaffner will open things up with the serve. He is 8-3 on the year, serving to Burris, who's 2-5. Handcuffed him a little bit there with that opening serve. First point will go to Schaffner. It is 15-love here in the opening set. Burtis, known for some excellent ground strokes. He can volley. He's played some doubles, so he's just a very good all-around player. Schaffner, the team captain for Cotter. That first serve is going to go wide and long. He's known for being a great leader for the younger players. And that return is going to be long, 30-love in favor of Schaffner. Great leader for some of the younger players, according to Coach Mirasola for Cotter, talking about CeeJay Schaffner. They are a team that has 2 freshmen, 5 sophomores, Schaffner being the team captain and senior. Not nearly as young as Lake City, 16 underclassmen for the Tigers. Nice volley back and forth both sides. Burtis a player for Lake City. 40-love in favor of Schaffner. And that return is going to go well long. And the opening game will go to the Cotter senior. They opened up with a freshman, Ryan Ortega. He took down his match against Alex McCormick, 6-1, 6-love. And now Burtis taking this one down for Cotter. McCormick won his first service game in the opening set for Lake City. After that, Ortega took down 11 straight games, and now in this opening game of the first set of the number 2 match, Schaffner takes down the first game, making that 12 games in succession, won by the Cotter Ramblers, number 1 and 2 singles players. And we're going to have a double fault on Burtis here right away in his first service game. Love 15. Nice back and forth. The return from Burtis is going to sail out of bounds. Love 30. Outstanding return right there from Burtis. Forehand down the line for the winner. And that's going to make it 15-30 here in this second game of the opening set. Second serve is going to be long. Another double fault on Burtis, his second. McCormick did the same thing in the opening match. Double faulted twice in his first service game. He ended up winning it. However, Burtis now down 15-40. Double break point early on for Schaffner. We'll see if the Cotter team captain can close it out. That return is going to go well long. You see Burtis put his hands up on his head. He couldn't believe he missed that shot. But the game will go to Schaffner along with the break. 2-love in the opening set in favor of CeeJay Schaffner. And now he will serve. Big opening serve. Burtis able to get a racket on it and return, but it's going to go long and wide. 15-love.
go, CeeJay, you got it.
Schaffner a little long on that return. 30-15. Schaffner in front. He leads 2-love here in this opening set of the #2 singles match between Lake City and Cotter at the Winona Tennis Center. First serve is long. They're going to keep playing. And again, Burtis long on his return. 40-15. And another game point very quickly for Schaffner. Looking to go up 3-love in the opening set. Another big serve. Burtis unable to get it back. Game to Schaffner. 3-love in this opening set of the #2 singles match. Oh, excuse me. And a miss-hit return right there from Burtis. That will give the game to Schaffner. It is now 3-love opening set. Players are going to take a quick break, and we will do the same. This is extra points coverage of boys high school tennis between Cotter and Lake City. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Toby Bromer.
All right, welcome back to Court 2 at the Winona Tennis Center. Extra points coverage of boys high school tennis between the Lake City Tigers and the Cotter Ramblers. Our first match of the day featured Ryan Ortega and Alex McCormick. Ortega, the Cotter freshman, taking it down 6-1, 6-love. It was 1-1 in the opening set, and then 11 straight games went to Ortega for the victory. Now the first 3 games of the first set of this second match, the #2 singles match, have also gone to Cotter here with CeeJay Schaffner. 14 straight games going to the Ramblers. Nice forehand winner right there for Schaffner. Burtis seemed a little uncertain on the return, unable to get it back, swinging and missing. Love 15 in favor of the Cotter captain. That serve will go long. Burtis has double faulted twice to this point. Not able to get much on the return there. Love 30. Early on, the service game has really been the difference. Cotter much more power behind their serve, not only with Ortega, but now with Schaffner. They've had plenty of faults, but not as many double faults. Schaffner yet to double fault. Ortega only did 3 times. Not enough on the return there with the backhand. Schaffner got under it a little bit. And we've got 15-30. That forehand into the net. Gonna knot things up 30-all in the 4th game of this opening set, #2 singles action. Lake City's Landon Burtis and Cotter's CeeJay Schaffner. That forehand return gonna sail long on Burtis. 30-40 break point coming up for the Cotter senior. First serve into the net. Another one coming up for Burtis. Burgess didn't quite get enough of that one into the net. Unforced error right there, and that's going to give another game to Schaffner. That puts him up 4-love in the opening set. And that is 15 straight games to the Cotters singles 1 and 2 players, Ortega and Schaffner. Schaffner looking to load up with a big backhand and go to the right side of the court there. Didn't get enough of it into the net. Love 15. Burgess ahead early on in this 5th game. Big serve from Schaffner. Burgess unable to handle it. It'll sail out of bounds. Knot things up 15-all in this 5th game of the opening set. Schaffner 8-3 on the season. Burgess 2-5. Another big serve from Schaffner, and Burgess unable to handle it. We are at 30-15. That second serve is going to go well long. First double fault of the match for Schaffner, and that'll knot things up 30-all. Schaffner once more. Big serve. Burgess unable to handle it. It'll sail well out of bounds. And with 40-30, another game point for Schaffner. Looking to go up 5-love in this opening set. But a double fault, the second now of the match for Schaffner. He and Burgess have both double faulted twice. That's going to open up our first deuce situation.
Go, son, you got it.
Schaffner, you see him a little upset at himself. He's struggling to get the ball over the net suddenly. Well-placed shots from both players, going with a bit of a lob. Schaffner unable to get the return, and the advantage goes to Burgess and the break point. Looked like a ball had been out of bounds earlier on Schaffner, but Burgess returned it. They kept going. Burgess takes the point down nonetheless, and with the advantage, he now has his first break point of the match. And Schaffner's return going to go into the net. So that'll be the first game to go to Burgess. That'll make it 4-1. And that breaks the streak for the Cotter Ramblers. They had won 15 consecutive games, including the #1 singles match with Ortis. It is now 5-4 in favor of the Cotter captain. Players are going to switch sides. And now Schaffner was down 4-2 here in this second set. He now leads 5-4 and will serve for the match right here. His last service game. Took it down without losing a point. Power serves were handcuffing Burgess. Let's see if he can continue on with that here. First serve into the net. And now that one is going to be long. Actually, the fourth double fault of the match for Schaffner. That one long as well. Big forehand there rather than going with the backhand. Burtis decided to go forehand. He goes long on him, and that will tie it up 15 all. Once again, Burtis's return, leaving Schaffner with little choice but to take the ball on the fly, and again he puts it into the net. That will put it at 15-30. Miss hit right there. You see Burtis right away putting his arms out. Not happy with the return. We're at 30 all. Big power serve from Schaffner, and now 40-30. He is at set and match point. He had been down 4-2 here in the second. He now leads 5-4 and needs 1 point to take it down for Cotter. Big serve, then a miss hit. Here's Schaffner hissing at himself on that one. That is going to bring us to deuce. So Burtis rewarded for returning that big serve from Schaffner. We're at deuce. First serve long. And now a double fall will give the advantage to Burtis. Last service game, Schaffner, no problems getting the serve over. A lot of power. Right now he's struggling. Yeah, forehand will go long. We'll do deuce again. We've had a handful of them here in this match. We haven't gone to a second deuce, but we will right here. Again, Schaffner serving for the match. First serve, nothing doing. Backhand, didn't quite get on top of it enough. It'll sail out. Once again, advantage Burtis. That'll sail long back to deuce.
Nice shot, Pink.
First serve is long. Return into the net. Burtis looking up toward the ceiling. Disappointed in that return. Advantage Schaffner, and now once again, game, set, and match point for the Cotter senior. And that return will go long, and that will give it to Schaffner. He's going to take it down 6-4 here in the second set, and he will close out the match 6-1, 6-4. Burtis struggled in the first set, played much better in the second, up 4-2, but then 4 straight games go to Schaffner. the Ramblers captain, taking it down. He now improves to 9-3 on the year. Earlier in #1 singles match, Ryan Ortega took down Alex McCormick 6-1, 6-love.